Today we're going to talk about subtracting integers. And I am going to do a few of these problems with you for your notes. I'm not going to go in order, and I'm only going to do 3 of them. So let's start with number 5. -4 minus 28. Well, -4 minus 28 is the same thing as -4 plus -28. If I take the negative and attach it to the number and put a plus sign in front of it, then these two statements mean the same thing. -4 minus 28 is equivalent to -4 plus -28. So now that it's written this way, I can see that I have the same sign. I have the same sign, so when the signs are the same, we add. 28 plus 4 is 32. What kind of 32? Well, this is a -32 because we have a negative number plus a negative number, so we keep that sign and it is negative. Coming back over here to number 1. This time we see a double negative, okay? Double negatives are when the negatives are right next to each other. This is not a double negative. This over here. This is not a double negative. We did not change the signs. The minus sign became a negative sign, but we did not change any of those negatives to positives because that is not a double negative. This over here for number 1 is a double negative. We have 2 negatives right next to each other. So anytime we have a double negatives make a positive. Double negatives make a positive. So -4 minus a -5 is the same thing as -4 plus 5. So now that I have it written this way, I look at the signs. The signs are different. When the signs are different, we subtract 5 minus 4. I put the bigger number on top. 5 minus 4 is 1. What kind of 1? Well, I need to compare the number 5 and the number 4. The number 5 is bigger than the number 4. The number 5 is positive, so my answer is positive 1. I look at number 2 and I see another double negative. Okay, these two negatives are right next to each other. Double negatives make a positive. So 23 minus -7 is the same thing as 23 plus 7. And 23 plus 7 is 30. So that is all I want to show you as far as the notes problems go. I want you to do all of the problems that are on this page and all of the problems that are on this page. The page where it says error analysis, you're doing the same thing that you did yesterday. You're finding the error. So we want to identify and correct each error. All right, so looking, here's step 1. Here's step 2. Okay, actually the 1 is how the problem was given, and 2 is the first step of the problem. So let's look at how the problem was given. -5 minus -4. I see double negatives. A double negative makes a positive. So I make these 2 negatives that are right next to each other into a plus sign. So I'm going to write my own work here. -5 plus 4. All right, we see the first mistake. Okay, the first mistake is right here. They did not change both negatives to positives. They only changed one negative to a positive. So they messed up. Okay, so from here, the signs are different. The 5 is negative, the 4 is positive, so I need to subtract. I'm going to put the bigger number on top. 5 minus 4, we already said, is 1. However, this time, when I look at 5 and 4, 5 is still the bigger number, but this time the bigger number is a negative number, so I have an answer of -1. So do that for the rest of these problems. Find the mistake, correct the mistakes, and then you'll be done with this assignment.